Hey everyone, Abbrv here, bringing a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing an abbreviated version of Best Teams on Global. This is looking at the part 1 of the 9-year anniversary. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And what I mean by an abbreviated version, I'm only going to be doing the rankings. I'm not going to be featuring the team builds, things of that nature. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to that. Just didn't have time to make the slides, and I at least wanted to give you guys my thoughts on what the best teams were before we dive into part 2, which in reality is what the true best teams for July is going to actually look like. So, anyway, let's dive into the pre-9-year anniversary. This was the previous top 10 lists. If you want to look at a little bit more team builds and add some of the part 1 units and Broly and Gogeta on those teams, you can pretty much see where you want to slot those. These were the rankings here. We had in number 10 Future Saga, Power of Wishes in number 9, Superheroes in number 8, number 7 was Super Saiyans. Then you had the Merzumasu is number 6, Majin Power is number 5, Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, and Godku was number 4, Earthbred Fighters number 3, Movie Heroes number 2, and Majin Buu Saga number 1. So there was a few changes in the part 1 9-year anniversary, because really the upgrades you're getting are the Carnival Gogeta, of course. You have the Dokkan Festival exclusive Broly. Then you have the EZA to the Chili Lemon Broly, and then you also have the EZA to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution of Vegeta. So those are the units that I'm considering for then the part 1 of the 9-year anniversary ranking. So starting with number 10, I did drop off Future Saga because yes, you do have Rebel Gods on there, but most of that team is running at 170%, and Vegeta Blue just even though he's still a good unit, the team that he's running, it's very non-flexible, because you need to have that Vegeta Blue in the first position, especially pre-transformation, and it's a little tough on the current meta and the current items that you're able to run and complete in certain game modes as well. So I kept Power of Wishes and still number 10. I have very close to go ahead and moving the Hirudegarn movie Boss's team in the number 10 spot. Very close, so like 10A, 10B here, but I'm still keeping Power of Wishes in the number 10 spot. It might leave after part 2, but it's had a very long reign, right? It had at least a year in the top 10, a majority of it in the top 3, number 1 in my spot for quite some time, and I just didn't have the heart to take him out in the top 10 in the part 1, because once I start building the teams and looking at the teams, we'll actually see what the after part 2 of the 9-year anniversary, what the top 10 teams are actually going to look like. So coming in number 10 still is Power of Wishes, and Final Trump card there as well, and then Hirudegarn just right there. So let's go ahead and move on to the number 9 and 8 spot. Is actually dropping further than you would have actually thought, is Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, and Earthbred Fighters. Neither of them got a huge upgrade, right? So that's the biggest issue. Also, the problem here is you have a little bit of devaluation on less OP type of teams because of the blue zone. So you have to think about that as well. So that's why I have them at number 8, number 9. Even though, you still have some Abbrv effect on some of these teams here, the Abbrv effect isn't as strong as it was, a year ago. So coming in at 8 and 9 is Earthbred Fighters and Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, and with Hybrid Saiyans being in the leader and part 2 coming up, you're probably going to see that one get boosted up, and Earthbred Fighters as well. So, because Beast Gohan is that good. Let's go ahead and move on to 6 and 7. So 6 and 7 for me, again, got a little bit more of a boost, being that they're more valuable now in the game modes of Blue Zone, things of that nature. Neither of them really got an upgrade. However, you can run the full power Broly on the Merzumasu team at 150%. Not technically that you need it because of the whole domain issue on there, but I think Majin Buu or Majin Power with the androids. I think that's a fantastic team to run. It's very, very fun. It is going to be a very valuable team in the blue zone that you can run there as well. And I think overall, I think, at least jumps a little bit in valuation. So I still kept it in the number 6 spot. It was previously number 5, dropped 1 spot down. That means we have a new number 5 spot. So coming in number 5, no surprise here. Huge upgrade to super bosses. We also still have the Rose super boss as a secondary lead as well. So with those 2 units there as possible leaders for super bosses, I think super bosses is incredible team. Not quite cracking the top 3 yet, but LR Cell Max coming out will help with that, and also Beast Gohan, they can also run on that team as well. So coming number 5 is going to be the full power Broly, the brand new, just literally dropping into the top 5. Even though it's not ideal quite yet because we're still in part 1, it is going to get a lot better. Again, with the Beast Gohan and possibly Cell Max in the end of the 9-year anniversary. I'm still holding on to that dream. So then what is number 1 through 4? Well, let's look at 2, 3, and 4. The biggest jumps, I think, in part 1 is going to be number 3 and number 4 spot, and that's going to be for Super Saiyans and for Superheroes. Superheroes, again, is going to get better and better, especially in part 2. Superheroes technically is going to be the number 1 team in the game. And then you have Super Saiyans, which ended up getting a nice boost there because of Gogeta as well. But really on top of that is the benefit of, of having a taunting unit, being able to evade just in those sticky situations as Vegeta just continues to get stronger and stronger, right? Vegeta is so strong on this. Just some of the floaters and some of the second position units just wasn't as strong. And now having Gogeta on that team is hugely beneficial. But of course, we know that we're going to get the EZA to Evolution Vegeta that's going to make that unit or that team even better. So cover number 2 isn't Gogeta as the main lead. As you can see here, it's kind of like the sub lead there. But the Gogeta Blue, again, has made a huge upgrade on a lot of different teams here. But Movie Heroes, I still think is number 2, based on that you have the Super Saiyan 3 running with that team, and it's not running just solely on Movie Heroes. It has, I believe, Transformation Boost as the other, right? Isn't the Transformation Boost? Yeah, Final Trump Card. I'm sorry, Final Trump Card, which is even better. So I think that team is number 2, and you add the Gogeta on there. It's fantastic, but you can still run Gogeta and the Gogeta team. You can also run Gamma 1 as Movie Heroes. In Movie Heroes, there's too many leaders, but the 200% is less versatile. But with Final Trump Card and Movie Heroes, now you got something to talk about. That's a very strong team. So coming number 1, I think it's no surprise after part 1. Part 1 is still very impressive. However, I think Majin Buu Saga is still the number 1 team on global at this point in time. Part 2 will change that. I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming because of Beast Gohan and Gamma 1, Gamma 2. Then you have the EZAs to MUI Goku and Evolution Vegeta. A lot is, riding on that and really building up the superheroes team. So with that, hopefully you guys agree, disagree. Let me know in the comment section below. Again, I couldn't just build the slides for the teams. Again, you will see that in the full reveal of best teams in July or after part 2 of the 9-year anniversary. So this again is an abbreviated version, and again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it and at least found it somewhat informational. And what I think the rankings currently right now on best teams or the top 10 teams. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we will catch you next time. Later.